Hi, my name is Vicky and welcome to my channel. Today I'm just going to be doing my everyday look, which is suitable for people undergoing chemotherapy or if you have hair loss, because I'm going to be showing the ways that I make it look like I have eyebrows and eyelashes, and I hope it's helpful. So starting off, I already kind of have my eyebrow shape done because I tinted my eyebrows using the Etude House Tint My Eyebrows gel. I mean, I don't really have eyebrows to tint, but this eyebrow gel just helps with getting the shape ready, so then it's easier to fill your eyebrows in. So starting off, I'm going to be moisturizing my face using the Payot Paris Hydra 24 Cream Glacé. It's on French, I don't know how to say it. But yeah, I'm just going to be moisturizing my face. Now I have a really dry and sensitive under eye area, so I'm just going to be putting an eye cream because concealer and things tend to dry that area out even more. And I'm using the Origins Ginseng Refreshing Eye Cream. Yeah. Sorry if I keep looking over here, my mirror's here. Also, using eye cream under concealer helps just in general prevent like creasing, and sometimes concealer tends to cling to all those dry patches. After I've moisturized my face, I'm going to be using an SPF because it's really important if you're undergoing chemotherapy to protect your skin. And I'm going to be using the Mecca Cosmetica To Save Face SPF 50+ Super Screen. And it's just like a black, probably not going to focus, but just like a black tube. And you only need a little bit of this because it's really thick. Make sure you get it on your eyelids because that's where the skin is super sensitive and thin. And while that dries, I'm going to be using some Elizabeth Arden New York 8-Hour Cream. And it's like a massive tube like this. And you can pretty much use it for anything, but it's really good as a lip balm. So I'm going to be going in with foundation, and I like a pretty natural coverage, so I'm going to be using the Smashbox Camera Ready BB Water, and I'm in shade Fair, like the lightest color, and it looks like this. I feel like I'm so nervous to film this that I'm definitely going to forget like a few steps. Yep, I almost forgot it. Primer. I'm going to be first using the Kat Von D Lock-It Primer, and it just looks like that. And I'm going to be using a little bit of this. You want to let the primer and moisturizer dry a bit before you put foundation on, otherwise it's just going to separate and not look good. I'm just going to be dotting the foundation all over my face. I'm going to be using a damp beauty blender and to just blend that in. Now for concealer, I don't really like heavy concealers under my eyes, but I still want like a lot of coverage, and I think this one's like a really good in-between. It's the Becca Aqua Luminous Perfecting Concealer, and it just looks like this. I don't know why it's not focusing, but I'm gonna concentrate this mainly in this area because that's where I get the most like purple. And to blend that in, I'm gonna be using the Morphe brush. I think it's E21. It just looks like this, like slanted, and it's a synthetic brush. You want to make sure that you're using synthetic brushes to blend out cream products, otherwise you're going to ruin the brush hairs and it'll be streaky. just going to be putting the concealer in like a little triangle under my eye, not going too low because this concealer is kind of dark. And this time I'm going to be using my beauty blender to blend that out. Now to set that, I'm not going to bake because I feel like that just looks really heavy on me, so I'm just going to lightly powder under my eyes, and I'm using the Laura Mercier translucent powder. I think everyone knows what it looks like, but it's just like this. Ugh, I give up. Like so. And on my eyelids. You want to make sure to like set the concealer on your eyelids, otherwise the eyeshadows are gonna like skip and not blend nicely. Now for all over the face, I use a different setting powder because I feel like this one looks a bit drying, so I'm just gonna use the Cover FX illuminating setting powder, and it just looks like that in the shade Light. And for that I'm just going to be using this Clinique brush, and it's a blush brush. Oh no. Now after I set the face, I like to bronze a little bit because I'm really pale, and I'm going to be using the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer, which is like that. And I'm going to be using the Kat Von D brush, which is like double-sided. And I like to go in like a, I don't know how to explain it, kind of like a triangle shape, so that I feel like it looks more natural and less blotchy if you do that. I think this bronzer is really nice for like really pale skin. If you're pale, get this bronzer. I don't know why, it looks really like blotchy on camera, but I promise it's not like that. And I'm going to be putting a little bit on my nose. After that, I like to add a little bit of blush, like a tiny bit, just to give my face like a healthy glow, but not too much because my cheeks usually get red by themselves. But I'm going to be using the Sweet Peach Glow Palette, and it looks like that. And it has like 3 shades. And I'm going to be using that one and that one to highlight. I'm going to be using the same brush that I set my face with. This blush is really natural, so you need to build it up to get like a lot, which I like because I don't like when blushes are too pigmented. Little tip, if you put too much blush on or too much bronzer, I usually get like a yellow powder or like a skin color powder, and with your yellow powder just go over the places where you put too much. And to highlight, I'm just going to be using that color I showed before, and I'm going to be using this Morphe M510 brush to highlight. It just looks like this, I forgot to show it. This isn't a very strong highlight, but for every day, I don't like too much. So I usually don't really spend a lot of time on my eyebrows because my wig covers them up, but I fill them in anyway because in case the fringe moves, I don't want to have like nothing there. And my wig is really dark, so my light eyebrows just look weird with it. And to fill my eyebrows in, I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pomade. I don't know, it's really good for drawing like fake hairs and stuff. And you can make like a really natural eyebrow with it, or like a really, I don't know, Instagram eyebrow. And right now I have some eyebrows because I'm finishing treatment, but what I used to do when I had none was I used to look at my nose as a guide. And so you go from your nostrils up and do like a line. And that's like what I use as a guide for where my eyebrow should end. Same thing for the end, from the nostril to the corner of your eye, and then you should get your tail. So mine would be and for the arch, for the like corner of your eyebrow, same thing, from the nostril diagonally through your eye. And then I just draw little hairs everywhere. I'll do a more in-depth eyebrow tutorial probably later. It's just the zoom on my camera isn't working right now. I mean, obviously it's still not gonna look 100% natural because you are like drawing on hairs, but what I like to do is some strokes like heavy-handed, some strokes light, very light-handed, so then you give your eyebrows more texture. And try to keep it messy because it looks more natural if it's messy. I also really like this brush. It's from Anastasia Beverly Hills and it's the number 7 brush because you have a little brush at the end to like brush out any mistakes and just make your eyebrows look fluffy. And then to finish off with the eyebrows, I like to use the Benefit Gimme Brow. This little, it's like a brow mascara and it has little fibers in it. It makes it look like you actually have hair. And even if you have like thin eyebrows, you can always use this to make your eyebrows appear thicker. And it also like holds them in place all day so you don't like sweat your eyebrows off. After eyebrows, I usually go on to eyes, and for everyday I do like a more natural eyeshadow look. And I like to use warm tones because it counteracts like the cool purple I have under my eyes. So I usually use this palette, which I kind of constructed, I guess, myself, of Makeup Geek eyeshadows and some random eyeshadow. And I like to use Peach Smoothie, Creme Brulee and Cocoa Bear. Start off with Peach Smoothie using this Morphe brush, the M502, and I use Peach Smoothie as a transition. I also have really hooded eyelids, so I try to keep most of my eyeshadow above the crease so it doesn't close off the eye. And a little bit of Peach Smoothie under the eye. I personally like to put eyeshadow under the eye because I don't have a lot of eyelashes there. I feel like putting eyeshadow under the eye just frames the eye better. So then I'm gonna go in with a smaller brush, and this is just like a random brush, I don't know what brand it is, and I'm gonna go in with creme brulee. And you want to make sure to like tap off all the excess, because you don't want to put too much on at once. You'd rather just build it up. And I'm putting this in the crease. And I'm using this under the eye as well. I'm kind of doing under the eye what I do on top of the eyelid. So it kind of like comes around and blends together. You can always just use that brush that you use for the transition to make sure everything's blended. And then lastly, I'm going to go in with Cocoa Bear and the same brush I just used and concentrate it more on the like outer V of my eye and before the crease. But like, I don't know how to explain it. I'm going to concentrate it on the outer V of my eye, but blending it up into the crease. And I'm going to put this under my eye as well, but on the outer portion. Because if you put dark eyeshadow all under your eye, they tend to droop down a lot. I mean, it looks good if you're doing like a smoky eye, but I'm just doing a natural look today, so I'm going to keep it natural, I guess. Lastly, I'm just going to be taking this Morphe brush that I used before for the transition and just making sure everything's blended. Now I move on to the eyeliner, and I think eyeliner, it makes the biggest difference, because even when I had no eyelashes, no one could really tell because like the eyeliner was there. And I like to go in with my Marc Jacobs Highliner Gel Crayon in Blacker, and it just looks like this. And this one stays on all day and doesn't really move around, so it's good for tight lining, which is what I'm going to do now. I like to tight line because it just makes it look like you have fuller eyelashes. And after I tight line, I like to move on to liquid eyeliner, and I like to use the Maybelline New York Master Precise eyeliner. And pray to the gods and do a winged liner. So I start off with just doing a line across and then making a little wing and connecting it. I like to do a really thin line because I have hooded lids and I don't like to take up too much space on them. For winged eyeliner, I like to go from the corner of my eye and match it up to my eyebrow. I'm sorry about the mirror covering my face. It's just really hard to do eyeliner from far away, so I need this mirror. Okay, I think that's pretty much the same. Before I move on to mascara, I like to put glue on my eyelashes that I'm going to be using because it just allows the glue to become tacky and it's easy to apply. I like to wear eyelashes almost every day because I think it opens up my eyes and just makes it look like I have more lashes. And I use these really natural ones, which a lot of people know about. It's the Ardell Demi Wispies. They're just really natural and fluffy, and it's like an invisible band, so you don't even have to wear eyeliner with it. And for eyelash glue, I'm going to be using the Ardell Lash Grip eyelash adhesive, and I'm just going to be putting some on the back of my hand and using a little cotton tip to put that on. This is actually my first time using this glue and I can already tell it's really hard to apply. Gonna need to wait a while for that to get tacky. While I wait for the glue on my lashes to dry, I'm going to be using this Chemotherapy eyelash curler to curl my eyelashes. Just like that. And the mascara I'm going to be using is the Benefit Roller Lash. It's the one with the pink cap, and I really like this mascara. Sometimes I use it and I don't even need to put on eyelashes. It depends what kind of look you're going for, because it's really good at like separating and lengthening your lashes. And to make it look like you have more fuller lashes, you want to go from the side and get a side view and go from the root and push the eyelashes inwards. If you get some mascara on your bottom lash line, it's fine. You just wait for it to dry and then you can clean it up. And I'm just going to be adding a little bit more highlight. And I'm going to be using the MAC Soft and Gentle highlighter.
This isn't a very strong highlight, but for every day, I don't like too much.
And I like to highlight my inner corner a little bit to open up the eye. And a bit of highlighter under the brow. So while my eyelashes dry, I'm going to be putting some lipstick on. And usually I just use this Makeup Forever Aqua lip liner in the color 22C. Looks like that. And I'm just lining my Cupid's bow a little bit. And then I'm going to be going in with this Show Mirror nude lipstick. I think it's called BG 922. It doesn't really have a name, it just looks like that. And this is the color. It's just a nude pink shade. And I just dot it all over my lips because I don't want the color to be really opaque. And then I'm just gonna apply my eyelashes off camera and I'll be back. Sorry, my camera keeps cutting off for some reason, but I've just applied my eyelashes and the glue is still drying. And I've just put on some Too Faced Sweet Peach Cream Peach Oil Lip Gloss. And it looks like that in the shade Peachsicle. We'll just add some more. And I really like this lip gloss because it's not sticky at all. It just feels like a oil, which makes sense because it's called Peach Oil Lip Gloss. But it's really comfortable to wear during the day because I hate lip glosses. And I'm pretty much done. I just finished my makeup by spraying the Cover FX Eliminating Setting Spray all over my face. And I'm done, and I'm just gonna go put my wig on and I'll be back. Bye! Hi, my name is Vicky and welcome to my channel. I kind of wanted to make this little intro video before I post any main videos. I'm hoping to post like makeup tutorials, beauty related videos, maybe fashion related videos, and I've always loved makeup, but especially recently because it's helped me through really difficult times.